Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is a longtime friend. This creator had a channel by the name of Bugsy Cruiser. Some of you might remember that if you've been with us for 2 years or longer. But this is Chris's Rail Fanning Adventures. And knowing that I was about to feature this channel, I actually went and looked up today because I mentioned it the other day. I got to learn what rail fanning is. So train spotting, a fanatic of rails and stations and rail lines and trains themselves and things like that. So Chris's Rail Fanning Adventures so far brings us a bit of footage so that we can see some trains in action, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do with this new channel. But he has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. Like I said, I believe it's beyond 2 years now. And so we're grateful to have him here with a new channel. I wanted to feature it. He's already experiencing rapid growth. My guess is that's because of the support that he gives to others, and he's already over 170 subscribers. So we'd love to push him towards the 200 he's thinking about right now. And we feature a different channel every single day here on Tuber Chat based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, so that you have the opportunity to literally meet hundreds of generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. And we've got a few bloopers, Chris's Rail Fanning Adventures. I don't know what's going on this year. I've been tripping over the intro on almost every stream lately. She Stole My Thunder's dropping a super chat. We had a couple of others. Chris's Rail Fanning Adventures, thank you so much for that. The Fix It Lady also dropped one. So I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. She Stole My Thunder says, coffee time with extra sugar and milk. Wait a minute. It's a black coffee and extra walking time. Yes, one of these days. We're actually on the trader side of the fence today. We've gone with Starbucks instead of Tim Hortons. But to be honest with you, I'm not enough of a coffee connoisseur to prefer one over the other most of the time. But Kristen grabbed me a coffee not too long ago, and luckily that's the case. So hopefully I'll get off the cream and sugar soon enough, or milk, or whatever we want to call it. Odom's Homestead, good to see you in the house. Now we're gonna look at She Stole My Thunder right after the Fix It Lady, and for now what we're doing is we always put Super Chatters on the screen right away, and members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And I see Odom's Homestead is here, Chris and Larry Homestead. Is here. I've already got quite a few names on the wheel as well. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs and Charlene Heel were both early in the door. Big Guinea Pig Love and Unstable TV are both here as members, so therefore put on the wheel right away. Just Jason Keto is here. And Michael's Adventures is not with us today. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator. He's a dear friend of mine. He always makes sure that I remember to give his regards to everybody, let everybody know that he's thinking about us when he can't be here, but hopefully we'll see him again on the weekend. He just works full time, and we have to stream when we have to stream. We have to work when we have to work and do all our other things. So, of course, everybody's patient and understanding, but if you've been with Tuber Chat for any amount of time, you'll know Michael's Adventures very well. Also, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in the last 5.5 years on YouTube is Scratch and PPA. He's in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom as always. And over time, for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, we will be adding new names to the wheel from our chat list. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. Those things just speed up the time that it takes to get on the wheel and the screen, but it's open to everybody, absolutely. The Numismaniac, thank you for popping in and dropping that membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. That's a fellow Canadian, as a matter of fact, with a couple of channels. But since members get added to the wheel, as soon as we see them in the chat, we're actually going to add the Numismaniac right now. And then I know I'm missing a few channels. It takes a few minutes for me to get through the introductions on our stream, so I do appreciate everybody's patience, of course, and we'll get through the whole chat soon enough. I'm sure Yaya's Best Life is on the wheel now, and as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. AACon 151, good to see you here. King Morgan, good to have you in the house. Lisa J. Stocks and Liz B. Journey are both here, and Moroccan in America always has pleasant things to say here in the chat, so thank you for being here. Frasball Collects is also here. They must be friends with the Numismaniac by now. Both of those creators bring us numismatic collectible coins and precious metals. And we also see Backlash Fisherman in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. And like I said, as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Gaming with Steven from Scotland's in the house. And the Gaming Ham, pardon me, is dropping a super chat on us. So we'll put them up right after She Stole My Thunder. If anybody in the house has not already met Chris's Railfanning Adventures, I hope you'll go over there and connect with this creator. They are a long-time friend, an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I see them out supporting other creators outside of the Tuber Chat family all the time, or within the Tuber Chat family, I mean, in different premieres and live streams. He's been a friend to us for a very long time, somebody who always engages conversation when he's here, and this is a brand new channel from Chris's Railfanning Adventures, just coming out about a month ago by the look of it, right? Chris's Railfanning Adventures is going to bring us trains, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else will come from the channel. We've got a few fans of railways and things like that. One thing I always forget for some reason, and I don't know why it is, but when I was a young lad growing up, we had wallpaper in my bedroom, and one of the walls was all trains. And not trains like Thomas the Tank Engine or anything like that. I'm much too old for that even at the time. I'm older than you think I am. But lots of really classic trains and things like that. And I forget that all the time. So, as well, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are reaching out for that right now, and I see we've got a brand new channel in the chat. But I've actually been running into them frequently lately, out supporting other creators when bouncing between premieres and live streams. So Always Crafting is in the house. Now that channel might take just an extra moment of time to find, just because of the emojis that are a part of the name. So even if you're on a computer, it takes a second to be able to copy and paste and mention them. But Always Crafting, like I said, is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I've seen them out supporting others already. Now the Fix It lady dropped a super chat before we even started. And so we always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then after a period of time, takes a while these days, but we're going to be here for at least a couple of hours. And I will start adding some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active in the chat. So my hint for everybody is, first of all, to get the best value out of your time here, to make the first move, reach out to other creators, support them first with all the things you wish they will do for you, and then they'll do that for you afterwards. And then the other thing is conversation in the chat is what speeds things up here. Oh, interesting. The Numismaniac changed things up a couple of times when they were thinking about that. First Floor Audio, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then The Fix-It Lady is up here right now. Now, this creator is constantly fixing, repairing, and creating things on their channel. We see shorts and videos, but I actually had somebody here. Some of you will remember, if you were here the other day, somebody mentioned that they're constantly learning things from the Fix-It Lady, which is great. And I'm happy to see that their channel is having impact in the way that they wish. So they've got a premiere coming up tomorrow. I've got the notification on for that. But I'm going to take their latest video and put it into a special playlist that I have. I call it my catch-up playlist. That's lovingly named by one of our members, Ghostly Wins from Australia. But it's just a playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a wonderful tool when you're trying to stay organized and make sure you're not leaving people out while you're out supporting everybody and things like that. Emotions in the house as another beloved dedicated moderator. Let's get them onto the wheel. When I look for that channel, I search for Emotion New Soul. So I'm just going to put that in the chat for a moment, and you can either type that out or copy and paste. I need a quick second, and then we're going to get She Stole My Thunder up here. And then thank you again. I see Queen's Life is in the house. Minty can't be too far behind. And thank you, Always Crafting. Green Smoke Skull Red Eyes has been here from the beginning of the stream. So thank you so much. Thank you for the share. Thank you for the like. I really do appreciate that. Mama Four Boys is in the house. They also happen to be a member. So I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. And we will look at She Stole My Thunder in a second here. That's a fellow Canadian, actually. And they're from Montreal, or the Montreal area. It's not too far away, so I'm hoping one of these days we can do some in real life meetups now that the world's opened up a little bit to that kind of thing. We've got lots of Canadian friends and friends from around the world, of course. She Stole My Thunder is over 1,300 subscribers now. They just hit another milestone, which is cool. Lots of featured channels on their front page. When you feature channels this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. And if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Songbits Laura is here, as well as M&T Living and Cooking. Kicking It with the Rooks is here, and I've got them on the wheel as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody is still active, we should get around to everybody. And the Gaming Ham, thank you again. I know they said they'll be eating their dinner right about now. People are always coming in and out of the chat, so my recommendation is always take things slow. You should be able to meet anywhere from 8 to 10 new friends here per hour for the time you're able to spend. Any faster than that is too fast, and YouTube will take our connections away. But as long as we're following the full procedure listed in our video description, then everybody will be just fine. JJ Little Show, good to see you here. And She Stole My Thunder talks to us on their banner about the idea of reviewing art, movies, and books, but they actually do a lot more. They actually state that too. But when we go through their videos, we see a lot of different things on their channel. They give us a great look around their own area, around Montreal, Canada. And then as well, they give us some helpful videos for our YouTube channels, some storytelling and different things as well. So there's a bit of variety here, but She Stole My Thunder's been an incredibly supportive, generous channel, a generous supporter for a very long time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Kicking It with the Rooks is just dropping a super chat on us, as did She Stole My Thunder. So we had put that channel on right away. Kicking It with the Rooks is actually giving us a super chat on behalf of Lisby Journey, which we absolutely do honor. So it's a very generous thing to have done. Thank you for that. They've done that before. Whenever anybody sends a super chat on behalf of somebody else, if they're in the Tuber Chat family, we're happy to put them up on the screen. So Lisby Journey will come up as well. Unstable TV might have to split for today, but thank you for being here. I do have your channel on the wheel for now. We will look at it briefly when it comes up. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. But like I said, we've got well over a couple of hours to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. And hopefully we can push She Stole My Thunder up over the 1,300 subscribers they're thinking about towards the now road to 1,400. And then we're going to look at the gaming ham next. This creator's actually got a couple of channels. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Arise, shine within. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Forks and Chopsticks is also in the house. It's great to have you both in the chat. And the gaming ham is up right now. And then we'll look at Lisby Journey and Kicking It with the Rooks. Pardon me for a second. And the gaming ham has an interesting name for a channel. Oh, I missed a super chat. Pardon me, Chris and Larry Homestead. I might have missed something there. I don't know how I did that. Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. I don't know how I missed that. Scratch and PPA, thank goodness, catches a lot of what I missed. So I will put up, actually, Chris and Larry Homestead next before we spin the wheel, and right before Lisby Journey. We try to do them in somewhat of a an order in which they come in, except for when I miss them, and Scratch and PPA's got to figure it out for me, which I appreciate greatly. And then, so the Gaming Ham is working on their second channel, but I'll show you that in a minute. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is in the house. That's Shane. And he's been with us a long time now. The Gaming Ham is an advocate for the ham radio community, but also brings us a lot of video gameplay on their channel, and they really mix those up, as you can see, with a lot of live streaming. They do some shorts, but recently they started getting into some 3D printing content, and so they actually broke off into a second channel as well called the 3D Printing Ham. Now over here on the Gaming Ham, their original channel, I'm hoping we can push them towards the 300 subscribers that they're thinking about. But I'm going to show you their second channel, the 3D Printing Ham, and he says he's reworking this channel, so we'll see what they're going to do here. But they've got 16 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther on their road to the first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Ben Shang Games, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then thank you for that. Yes, word of mouth always helps. Ashley, thank you. I know you've been here since the beginning of the stream. JJ Little Show, I did put you on the wheel. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Now, Chris and Larry Homestead have been experiencing rapid growth since before they actually even found us here in Superchat. I can't for the life of me remember whether they had 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, something like that before they got here. And that was many months ago. I'm thinking a year, could be even longer now. But Chris and Larry Homestead now have passed 16,000 subscribers. And you know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey, especially to get beyond, let's say, 3,000 and much farther as they have here. So Chris and Larry Homestead are fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there. It's a very large family. You get a lot of family togetherness on this channel, a chance to get to know everybody. They take us on family adventures, different lifestyle milestones and things like that, if that makes sense. Cooking videos, other homesteading activities, as you would expect. They produce merchandise as well. They are doing a lot of different things on this channel. But like I said, they're experiencing rapid growth, and my belief is that a big part of that is probably because they continue to turn around and support other creators as much as they possibly can. I see Chris and Larry Homestead out regularly. Now, they bring us shorts and live streams as well. It's been a while since I caught you on a live stream. It's already been a couple of months. Hopefully I'll catch you on another one. And hopefully everybody else will too. But I did take your Southwest mac and cheese video and put it into my catch-up list so that I can get caught up at some point. So Liz B Journey is coming up right now, and if anybody has the ability to share the stream that we're on right this minute, whether it's on a community tab here or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Liz B Journey is up right now, and this is the first time we're putting this channel on the screen. Kicking It With the Rooks actually sent a super chat in for them, so whenever we have like somebody drop a super chat for another channel that's part of the Tuber Chat family, we absolutely honor that, and I think it's an incredibly generous thing to have done. We've seen Kicking It With the Rooks do that a couple of times now. So Liz B Journey is going to be subscribed to soon. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest grocery haul video. I'm going to put that in my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 days a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Kicking It With the Rooks dropped that super chat on behalf of Liz B Journey, so thank you for that, and I'm happy that we got a chance to see that channel for the first time. Kicking It With the Rooks is constantly out supporting people, and as you can see, an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. They are out bringing us all kinds of entertaining family content. As they say on their banner, lifestyle, vlogs, story times, there's actually a lot here. They've recently got some very popular cruising videos as well, and when we get to their channel we see that they're also doing live streams. Hopefully I'll catch them for another one of these soon. A lot of shorts videos, and I'm going to take their latest 5-second challenge and put that into my catch-up list, and that's just so that I can keep caught up with them. They're already over 2,400 subscribers and well on their way towards 2,500. And then thank you so much, Sharon Rowland, for the kind words. Hopefully your day is going well too. Jarrett's Talks, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlog shared on Twitter. Queen's Life also tweeted out for us. Anybody who tweets or retweets for Tuber Chat gets added into a special list that I have on Twitter called Tuber Chat Stars, and the purpose for that is so that you can go and meet over 150 members of that list now, people who have tweeted or retweeted for Tuber Chat, and therefore you'll be able to possibly trade favors with a few creators that are here in the Tuber Chat family and active on Twitter and willing to share for others. So it's a great way to get some extra exposure and traffic to come into your channel and your videos from Twitter. So thank you again to all of our super chatters. I really do appreciate that extra generous, overwhelming beginning to our stream. Kicking It With the Rooks actually took over our stream boss position as well. Anybody who leaves a super chatter membership knocks a little bit of life off of this stream boss video game life meter under my camera here. And the last person to knock them out takes over and becomes the stream boss, gets a little bit of extra exposure for a while, so that's going to be Kicking It With the Rooks. And then I see TCG fam is in the house. They're on break, they're just working right now, but thank you for coming in. I really appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody could be here every day or for 2.5 hours every time we stream, but I do appreciate every moment as everybody likely does. So let's spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. And we'll continue moving things along. We've still got a long way to go. We've still got a couple of hours. And Mama 4 Boys is coming up. Yeah, Jarrett's Talks. I use Reddit often. And the reason for that more than anything else. So there's 2 reasons why I use Reddit. One is because it's well known among people who are very much... I don't know if I want to say tech savvy. That's not quite it. But, I work on a computer. I've been involved in social media since the beginning, basically. And Reddit is a well-known forum for sharing things and discussing things, but it's also known as a very evil place when it comes to trolling. People will really, pounce on you when you put things in the wrong places, and it takes a minute to get used to. It can be harsh over there, but it also allows the idea of setting up separate forums. They're similar to Facebook groups for anybody that's on Facebook and things like that, and you're able to make a safe place for everybody to come and share whatever they want. So we have a subreddit called Superchat, and even if you don't use Reddit yet, you're thinking about it, when you get there you'll understand more about what I'm talking about. It's very simple to use. Reddit is so fast and easy to share. I believe it's almost faster than Twitter. It's faster than even the community post here. It's really something else. So that's why I use it. The other reason is the speed with which we can share. So I have heard from quite a few channels that they have gotten some traffic to come in after being shared, and Reddit, like most social media networks, is a content discovery platform as well. So when you share links to things, whether it's YouTube videos or other things, people have the ability to possibly find that. Chef DeRitz 1291, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Queen's Life is in the Reddit group as well. There's over 300 people in the Reddit group. So that gives you an idea, even if you're not somebody who uses Reddit all the time, because it's a very different thing than Facebook, Twitter. Even though I say Reddit is similar to Facebook groups in the way that it's a forum, you'll have to be over there to see what I'm talking about. I wouldn't rush if you're not already there, but it is a nice thing to have. You'll see what I mean when you get there. But just to put it in perspective, Twitter, we have just over 150 people. On Reddit, we have just over 300. So it gives you an idea of how much activity is going on there, and I believe it's having some kind of an effect, which is kind of cool. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are over there as well in the Reddit group, and there's lots of other creators there. I'm not sure if you can see the members just as easily as you can on Twitter with the list, but we'll look at that at some point. Fifi's Journey, good to see you in the house. Mom of 4 boys is here. They're with us almost every single day. I see this channel out supporting other creators all the time, constantly when I'm out trying to do the same thing, bouncing in between premieres and live streams. They've got 839 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 900 they're thinking about. And shorts, live streams are included. I haven't caught them for a live stream yet. Hopefully they'll pick those back up. It's been a little while. And then as well, they're dropping videos pretty frequently. So I'm just going to take one of the latest ones. I'm going to take this one because it's a couple minutes longer than the latest one. That'll give you the extra 4.5 watch minutes there. Every minute counts, right? So I'll put that in my catch up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up. A lot of delicious looking content on this channel. Mama 4 Boys was catching a lot of the Super Bowl action before the weekend, which is cool. So hopefully that helped, and hopefully you keep that up as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If I miss anything in the chat that anybody means for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is coming up right now. We actually just featured this channel for the 2nd time. The reason why is because they have shown incredible interest in helping other creators by running their playlists, helping with watch time, and they're active here in the Superchat family. They've been a member for a while, but they're here with us just about every single day as well. Mo, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then so Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is bringing something up actually, and they're talking about translating your description, tags, title, and things like that into other languages, which is something that can really help. Now, you got to keep in mind, of course, when you're targeting different languages, you may at the same time be targeting different countries, right? But things like closed captions can really help. Those can be localized as well. That's what that's called, is localization. When you put something online, whether it's a website or an app or a YouTube video, and you try to market towards languages other than what the video was intended to be produced for, if you happen to have like speaking or singing in your video and it happens to be English, there's a lot of ASMR videos and things like that that could very easily be localized, of course, as well. Any video can be. And it can help. So what they're talking about is the idea of translating. What I would not recommend is having Google just simply translate for you and then putting those translations in, because just like you can probably see something that has been translated to English by Google Translate or something else, you understand that the dialect is wrong or it just doesn't quite sound fluent or read fluently. It's probably the same thing. Now, that's my imagination telling me that, but I'm sure you understand what I mean. There are professional services out there. I have not used them, so I don't recommend any, but there's a lot of good ones out there, and what they do is they actually get a human being to go through your video descriptions and translate them for you so that it is proper, if you want to call it that. So that's an idea. So Queen's Life, I'm going to leave it to everybody to look that up. Perhaps one of these days I'll do something when I've got a little bit of experience to speak from about how exactly to translate, or if I have a website or two that I want to recommend. But right now I don't. So I don't want to push something on anybody that is something I don't have any experience with that would be relevant to what we're talking about, if that makes sense. AG Born Jamaican, good to see you here. Herman the Great, sorry I saw you come in, but I started talking. You know how I am. So I had to get through an hour-long speech there about translations before I could read the chat again. But Herman the Great's been a long-time friend. And AG Born Jamaican is here. I just put them on the wheel. They happen to be a member as well. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. If I did miss anything that you wanted me to see, just give me a 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. And if you don't mind repeating your question or comment, that will help. Fifi's Journey, hopefully I said hello to you. 12 Stones Ranch is in the house. They were recently featured here as well. So Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, like I said, will be willing to help with playlists also. It's a family vlog channel. They are really aggressively working on every angle they can get to and then sharing that knowledge, for which I'm grateful. We've had a lot of conversations over the last several weeks about different things that can help. One of the things that I really enjoy about talking to creators about YouTube behind the scenes, when we talk on Instagram, whether it's phone calls or text messages or things like that, any conversation helps, because I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I try to be transparent here about what I have and have not accomplished yet, but you know, things are going really well. I manage several channels, some that are not my own. I used to manage more. I let a couple of them go because I want to deal with people who want to run channels that are going to be hands-on. They want to be involved, not just, you know, can I pay you to do it for me, right? That doesn't work out as easily. Anyway, anybody can reach out anytime, because I love learning the lessons that people are taking in while they move on along their YouTube journey, if that makes sense. Mistakes, anything that you recognize out there that can be helpful to anyone at all. So anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. This is the reason why we featured Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs the second time, is because they've shown incredible interest in their YouTube journey and helping others with their YouTube journey as well. They've shared a lot of their experimentation with me also. So over 1,100 subscribers now. They're well on their way towards 1,200. They are hitting it from every angle with live streams as well as shorts as well as videos. And you'll notice that their video editing skills are great as well. One of the things I was most impressed with this channel was their best of 2022 roundup, and they do that kind of thing often. They do, like, let's talk about 10 years of marriage and, you know, things like that. So you'll find a lot of variety from this family-friendly family vlogs channel. Meanty, there you are. That's Queen's Life Son. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Meanty is never too far behind when Queen's Life is in the building. We'll spin the wheel. Lisa J. Stocks, I hope I said hello to you earlier, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, one of the other things I mentioned was swapping playlists. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs will be willing to do that. Most of our moderators will be willing. But if anybody at all would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. African Dreamin', thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. I've been lucky to catch them a few times lately in live streams. And the Stock Explorers in the house, I know they were here earlier, and they were actually live earlier today. The Stock Explorer Nora is a dear friend and somebody who is always happy to promote for others. So literally that's like half of what they do on their channel. They talk about stocks and crypto, but half of what they're doing is talking about other people's channels, promoting them. They constantly want to let everybody know, you know, when are you going live? When are you dropping a video? What are you doing that I can talk about, which is cool. So I've got the Stock Explorer on the wheel. They're a member and a moderator here. And up on the screen right now, because I already spun the wheel, is Yaya's Best Life. So we're going to look at African Dreamin' in a minute because they dropped that super chat on us. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Yaya's Best Life is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They've got shorts videos and live streams. I think their live streams are something, yes. So they got live streams going on. I'm just going to set my notification for this. Happy Valentine's. Oh, they were expecting to do this. Maybe this is one that they skipped. Or this is a, pardon me, I see what they likely did is maybe that didn't register and they did a separate live stream. So this is really cool. Sorry I missed that, but great that you did that. And then they've chopped up their channel into a lot of playlists as well. I'm just going to hit their videos, and even though I'm caught up, I'm going to grab one of their latest ones, a big at-home salad mukbang. You're making me laugh because I'm sure, I don't know if it's a reference towards the Seinfeld thing. The big salad from the Seinfeld show was a hilarious idea. But that'll be an interesting mukbang video to check out. BNC Gardening Experiments Homesteading and BNC Gardening Experiments Homestead and Baking is in the house. Good to see you here. I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now because they happen to be a member. But we're about to look at African Dreamin' because they dropped a super chat on us a moment ago. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And African Dreamin' is another channel that's here with us frequently in Tuber Chat, but they do a ton of live streams. And this is an example. This is a video that they've got here, but their live streams feature these two creators, and I've caught them many times. They do a great job of keeping up with the chat and engaging all of their viewers. It's always entertaining conversation, and the conversation can go just about anywhere once we get there. But African Dreamin' are known to be extremely supportive creators as well. So as soon as you connect with them, I'm sure you'll get lots of wonderful support coming back. They've got quite a few popular videos here in between their shorts videos and the live streams that I'm talking about. So they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they're here with us frequently, like I said. Always crafting, yeah, watch hours pick up over time. It takes a long time, but everybody who wants to be monetized pretty much gets there. I don't think I've ever seen somebody that, has monetization on their radar that doesn't have, eventually arrive there. It can be different amounts of time for different creators. It's certainly not a race. Your channel's your channel. Everybody else's channel is everybody else's channel. Even though we are a family or a community, we truly want to help each other. Still, it's not a race. I promise you. If I make a channel and you make a channel, we do exactly the same videos every single day. We're still going to have different audiences, different watch time, different views. Nobody could explain it. Even if our thumbnails and titles were exactly the same, even if our scripts were the same and we were making the same dishes, it would be on a cooking channel, for instance, it would be different. It just is. Anne-Marie Love XX, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Orange Nightfall, good to see you in the house also. Thank you for coming in. Erica's Wacky World, I'm not sure if I said hello, but it's good to see you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. For anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. The Stock Explorer is coming up right now, but I also notice a super chat is coming in from Anne-Marie Love XX, so we're going to get that channel up right after the Stock Explorer before I spin the wheel again. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And when we look at the Stock Explorer, I talked about it for a quick second, but we see that this creator is bringing us the stock markets and crypto markets. They do that in a level-headed and down-to-earth way with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. The Stock Explorer will bring shorts, videos, and live streams, and often has product in hand. I've seen them go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product from that company, and then unbox it on a live stream, which is kind of cool. Shanster Travels, good to see you here. Sharon Rowland, thank you so much. Always crafting is tough to find sometimes because of those emojis. One of the things we also want to think about, though, is when a channel is harder to find, they need us to search, find, and click on them more than anybody else. If you're really having trouble finding them and you just can't get to them, maybe reach out to them. What they will do, Always Crafting, will support your channel first. Go into your comment section, and my recommendation for everybody brand new to Tuber Chat today is when we're watching videos, we're always watching videos that are at least 3 minutes long from beginning to end. That's very important. And leaving a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. My recommendation is 3 or 4 sentences as, pardon me, a minimum. And then the creator you're connecting with will be able to find you easily. From the other side of the fence is in the house, and Trish the Natural, it's good to see you here as well. They both happen to be members, so I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. When we look at the Stock Explorer, we also see that they have a second channel. So Tropical Buzz is where they intend on educating us about plant life, some of which is already there, some they will be growing. They happen to be in Florida, so in the coming months they'll likely be able to grow all sorts of different things. I know they're getting involved in seed swaps and other challenges, so we'll likely see them with some unique plant life being grown in their area of Florida as well. 167 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 they're thinking about. And like I said, Tropical Buzz is here as a member and a moderator. All of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time. They all have channels of their own, and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you visit their channel during their premieres and live streams. So Anne-Marie Love XX dropped a super chat on us, so I'm putting that channel up on the screen right away. They've got over 2,200. They're well on the way actually to 2,300 subscribers now. The Patrol Paranormal, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I did put you on the wheel. Not sure if I said hello. I saw a couple people welcoming you into the chat. Anne-Marie Love XX is doing a lot of variety. So on their banner, they tell us cooking, cleaning, and vlogging. I've caught them cooking already a couple of times now in the kitchen when I've caught them on these live streams. But it looks like they're streaming just about every single day as well. Very close to it. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Oh, they even took us out for a shopping trip. Which is cool. Sorry I missed that, but I'm going to grab the latest video that they've got, put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to stay caught up with them and make sure that I don't fall behind. But thank you again for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Anne-Marie Love XX is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. First Floor Audio is from the UK. They're still hanging out, and Mr. Timmy Ray the King is in the house as well. We're going to go on break for 3 minutes and we're going to come back with VS Speaks Royally. All right, we're back and we're looking at VS Speaks Royally, and hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. I always am, so thank you, Mr. Timmy Ray the King. I also see Roadhog is in the house, and the Patrol Paranormal dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that extra generous support. For that reason, we'll make that channel the next one that we look at after VS Speaks Royally and before we spin the wheel. VS Speaks Royally is an interesting channel for me to talk about. They've got a lot of featured channels on their front page here. When we get into their content, you'll notice that most of what they do, among a little bit more variety, is talk about the royal family. And especially during their live streams, you'll get an example of something I love talking about here, which is engaging conversation. So when you are engaging in true conversation with other creators in a chat, then you are doing a great service for any host, whether it's a premiere or live stream, because you're sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. Courtney, Shanice Reviews, I've got you on the wheel. To be Irish Live, good to see you here. Not feeling great, but I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, of course. I know we've got a few creators that run the stream in the background as well, so I appreciate that also. VS Speaks Royally now is over 3,800 subscribers. I'm always, you see me like flinch when I read that number because they're growing so rapidly, and they have been for about 6 months now, if I'm counting right. And VS Speaks Royally is interesting because they engage true conversation everywhere they go. They have for a very long time, ever since they've been with us in the Superchat family, well over a year and a half, could be 2 years now. And I see them out supporting creators all the time. They literally seem to be everywhere all the time. But one thing that you'll notice is that when you get to their channel, they do a wonderful job of leading conversation by staying up to date with their subject, which is the royal family, right? They've had a busy many months now. And it's interesting to see because they get incredibly engaged conversation, and I believe that really helps with their engagement. I'm going to take their latest live stream replay and put that into my catch-up list here, but you also notice VS Speaks Royally, of course, is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So next up is going to be the Patrol Paranormal. And they dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Now, as well, I noticed you've knocked quite a bit of life off of our stream boss, which changed over a little while ago to kicking it with the rooks. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. The Patrol Paranormal has over 2,300, almost 2,400 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm likely very behind, but I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. They put something new up, actually, a new intro. So I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. I know it's quite short, but I'm just going to have a look at their shorts and their live streams. Oh, they don't have live streams yet, but that's okay. They've got a few playlists for us, which is cool, and we know that they're supporting other creators. The Patrol Paranormal's actually been with us for quite some time. Peer Runners, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Queen's Caching, good to see you here. Fanatic Guide, thank you for coming in. Nova Real Show is a longtime friend as well. Yeah, we're going to talk about playlists in a quick second. Pardon me, Always Crafting was asking about that. I missed your question for a second, but I'll talk about how to swap playlists in a moment as well. Fanatic Guide, yeah, I haven't posted in advance the last couple of streams. I hope to get back to regular scheduling shortly. That command that I just put in the chat that says roll call is just for me to see if the robots are showing up, like for instance Nightbot, Bottissimo, Streamlabs, and Stream Elements, because I use 4 of them, but you'll notice that now that I've done that, Bottissimo's finally showing up and doing their job. Sometimes they just need a little kick, but you also want to notice if you're using these robots, especially if you're making promises to members and things like that, if one doesn't show up, you can use another one to pick up the slack. I use 4 of them because each one has a different strength, and I use them frequently on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. So the Patrol Paranormal, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Most of us have seen paranormal investigations on different channels or explorations of abandoned locations. They've got a lot of information on their About page, and I'll be looking forward to some new content coming up from them as well. But thank you for being here. And then I'm going to spin the wheel. They dropped a super chat on us, the Patrol Paranormal did, so we put them up right away. We're back to spinning the wheel, and after a period of time, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. You don't have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. Those things just speed up the process, but after a while I'll add some more channels. We're not in any rush to get out of here today, so we can stay up to another hour and a half if everybody would like. Life with Mountain Folk from Georgia, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Courtney Shanice Reviews is up here right now. Obviously they do a lot of reviews and unboxings. They've got some shorts videos and a premiere coming up after Tuber Chat today, as a matter of fact. And their premiere will start a little bit farther after our ending today, but we know that we'll have brand new content on that channel. And Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you here as well. Courtney Shanice Reviews is very well known to be out supporting other creators. She's got 1,100 subscribers right now and already got that locked in on their way towards 1,200. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. I'm going to grab one of your latest videos, but I'll take the latest longer one, and I'll put that in my catch-up list for now, and then hopefully I can catch that premiere either later this afternoon or right after. The Macix team, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel. Now, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we talk about the idea of swapping playlists, it's a simple arrangement that you can make with another creator anywhere at all, but especially here in Tuber Chat, we talk about it frequently. And you're agreeing to run a playlist of their videos, and they're agreeing to run a playlist of yours. So you can imagine if you get a lot of creators running an entire playlist of your videos, how your watch hours are going to start to stack up. It's the one legitimate thing we can do to pump those hours up. Now, since you're obligated only to run the playlist, not necessarily sit and watch every single second of every video, you can do it when you work, when you sleep, when you eat, when you go out, in another window on a computer or on another device. It makes it very easy to do. You can see the benefits, but there's another couple of reasons why I push it here as well. When somebody runs an entire playlist of your videos, they're running every video from beginning to end, and that can pump up the averages for retention on your entire channel, or percentage of videos viewed, if that makes sense. As well, you're starting a friendship with another creator by trading favors with them, or at least giving a friendship the opportunity to get started, and that's really what we're here for. If you imagine the fact that you might have 20 or 30 videos for somebody to watch right now, and you think about the fact that you might have another 50 by this time next year, or maybe even more, anybody that you trade favors with and build a friendship with is probably going to be there for most of what you're going to come up with moving forward. They will favor you, as you will probably favor them, and you can see how your hours are really going to stack up exponentially that way. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let me know if there's something that you need me to clarify. Jedi Cameron is in the house. That was Hyper Blitz with a slight name change. They're a member, so I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Gaming Plus TV, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Black Phoenix, thank you so much. They're working right now, but thank you for coming in. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Black Phoenix is just dropping a super chat on us. They've done that many times before, countless times before. So thank you for that. We'll get that channel up next before I spin the wheel again. Life with Mountain Folk, I'm just going to put you on the wheel now. Like I said, they're from Georgia. They've got some new content. I saw something from another car show on their channel, but they actually do a lot of stuff over there. And then, yeah, we're talking about From the Other Side of the Fence. Now, this is a channel we're still getting to know, but I'm going to hit their videos in a quick second. We can see they're getting close to 100 right now. Another brand new channel is in the chat, Pathway to Leadership. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Sharon Rowland is is from South Georgia as well. We've actually got a few creators from the Georgia area, but Life with Mountain Folk will be up at some point. As well, Be Amazing Sylvia, a friend for at least 3 years, is in the house. Some of you recognize her from the Drop the Link Day crew. She's another advocate for helping others with their YouTube channels and YouTube journeys. So Be Amazing Sylvia, I've got you on the wheel right now. And pardon me, we're talking about from the other side of the fence. Now, we know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see everybody's growing, everybody's doing well, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So from the other side of the fence is going to get there shortly, and they seem to be posting videos frequently. Hopefully they'll pick that back up. They were doing well up until about a month ago. Hopefully we'll get some new content shortly. They've got some shorts videos for us to see, and some of those are really getting some serious activity as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, but they've been back with us frequently. And then the Bullock Experience is coming in as well. Kelly Bullock replaced the fish on his banner with something new and spectacular, actually. So we'll look at that soon enough. Garden State Gardener, my dear friend Joe, good to see you in the house. The Bullock Experience is on the wheel because they happen to be a member. And Black Phoenix, like I said, dropped a super chat on us. They happen to be working, but we're going to look at their channel right now for a moment. When we look for Black Phoenix, we know that that's a popular name for a channel, so we might have to scroll a little bit and make sure we get the right Black Phoenix by matching their avatar. So this is the Black Phoenix we're looking for. 263 subscribers right now. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and they did take over as our stream boss. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of this video game life meter that you see under my camera. That's the stream boss position, and the last person to knock them out will get some extra exposure for a little while, as we will see. And then Black Phoenix, like I said, 263 subscribers. They got a brand new video up. I'm just going to take that, put it in my catch-up list. It's a longer one, but that's okay. We're expecting to be back on Friday this week. We haven't been doing Fridays for a while, for a very, very, very late stream. It could be as late as 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern. I will post it as soon as I'm sure of the time. And then on Sunday, we should be back at our regular time. We're going to skip Saturday this week. I've got one more thing to do on my personal channel, so I'll go over there. Marty and Jamie, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, Pedroza Travel, yeah. So anybody with a really popular name that's hard to find needs our help more than anybody else. But as long as we're searching, finding, and clicking on each other, you can imagine that as creators are doing that hundreds of times over many months, creators like Black Phoenix or other channels with popular names will rise up the search results, and YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Black Phoenix. Perhaps one day they could end up in the #1 position. For names that are popular but not extreme, I find that most of those creators, when they're active, putting out a video a week, tend to rise up to #1 on the search results after they get to about 800 subscribers. But that's just a generality. That's what I've noticed. It's not written in stone. And then there are some creators who it will take a little bit longer for because their names are short and popular. So that's an idea as well. But like I said, as long as we're all searching, finding, and clicking on each other, it really helps. And even I was in that position. My personal channel, my name is fairly popular. There's enough Kevin K's in the world, and actually at least one, if not two of them, are DJs as well, which is something I did in a past life. But these creators, it took me a while to rise up the search results. It's a story I forget to tell all the time, but eventually you get there and you can see that. Six Bows is back, is in the house, another longtime friend, and Black Phoenix brings us a lot of video gameplay. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. And thank you again, my dear friend, for your super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated. Of course, we're going to spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, we're doing fantastic again today with 81 already. But if I will appreciate it greatly. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it for a second, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Garden State Gardener, pardon me, I did notice your super chat. I had you lined up to go up, but I skipped it. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. Garden State Gardener will be the next channel that we look at. Luckily, Joe is a dear friend, somebody who's been incredibly supportive to Tuber Chat, so I'm sure he'll be understanding when we get to his channel in another moment. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I saw somebody actually in the chat. Forgive me for skipping over who it was. I don't catch everything in the chat. I try to. But Big Guinea Pig Love was complimented earlier as a channel somebody was enjoying. And I think everybody can probably benefit from having this channel in their subscriptions. First of all, because they're incredibly supportive. They're here with us in Tuber Chat every single day. They happen to be a member, so I'd put them on the wheel. But they're also out supporting other creators all the time as well. And all you're going to see on this channel is 4 furry friends that are just having fun, usually eating, but they're able to bring us some positive content, right, in the mix that's out there between over 50 million channels on YouTube. So Big Guinea Pig Love has over 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to grab their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. The stars, the superstars on this channel feature Butter, Poe, Nugget, and Coco, and I'm sure everybody will enjoy both their shorts and their videos. Here's a really long one too, so that'll be really cool. And then Garden State Gardener is coming up next. They are an incredibly supportive creator, and Joe is very well known as fusing a lot of friendships together on his channel. He has probably done more shout out videos for creators than any other creator in the Tuber Chat family, which is really, really cool. And he's done at least 5 shout out videos for Tuber Chat, including some that are not just for myself, but with others. They're really fun to watch, so I hope everybody will check those out. But that's just a tiny part of what you're going to find on Garden State Gardener. Obviously, he comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. There's a lot to learn on this channel, but he's also got a very well-known live stream that runs every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern called Sunday Fun Day. You have to register for some of the giveaways that will happen, but you can see the wheel and the activity that goes on in that channel. It's very fast-paced, very high energy. It's not uncommon to find anywhere from 70 to 100 creators in his live streams. Like I said, he does a lot of shout-out videos, but there's a lot to learn being a gardening channel as well, and he's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then Big Jackpot Winner. Big Jackpot Winter, you're in the chat now. So thank you for that. Yep, I know the 20-minute time limit tests some of our patience, but it's a feature that YouTube added, I forget if it's a year ago or a little bit less, and it really helps with a lot of trolling and things like that. The other thing that I like about it the most, I think, is the fact that it gives somebody, it almost forces somebody to have to see what we're doing for a good 20 minutes first to make sure that this is something that they want for the channel before coming in, because we know it's not for everybody. You might be interested to know that half of the people, if I haven't looked at the analytics lately, but it used to say half of the people that ever click on a Tuber Chat thumbnail or title end up leaving right away without coming in, which is interesting because we're busier than ever. Tuber Chat's continuing to grow, so it gives you an idea of all the different channels that are out there. And I see Big Jackpot Winter has another channel that will be coming in afterwards. So that's cool. We always allow channels to come in with more than one account if they have them. The only thing I ever ask is that the channels are always treated separately, because the most important thing is that we're always connecting genuinely, and what that really means is watching a full video of at least 3 minutes, leaving a meaningful, genuine comment. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences, giving a thumbs up, subscribing, and turning the notification bell on, as you've probably heard me say or other people say many times. And then while we want to make sure that our connections are genuine, we don't want to say, you know, like for instance, hey everybody, this is my second channel, come get me, because that's not quite the way we're going to keep those connections solid. But most creators here in Superchat end up doing it the right way, and that's great. So we'll be looking forward to your next channel, Big Jackpot Winter, and then just please let me know when it's in here so that I can mention it. But I certainly do appreciate your patience, and anybody that's waiting that 20 minutes to come in. But I promise you it helps. It really does. If you are going to live stream yourself and you want to look at some of the features, especially when you get a little bit of trolling that goes on. I know some of that can be extreme, but you can basically turn up those dials now and cut down on a lot of that stuff, and then just dial them back when it goes away. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Six Bows is back. Kristen can't be in the chats almost ever during the weekdays. We're in the Eastern time zone, close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. But she works full-time, like basically 9 to 5. So she's not able to be in the live streams, although she does listen to me yelling through the house while I'm streaming for 2.5 hours every time I do it. But thank you for that. That Six Bows is back. And then Just Jason Keto is an interesting channel. Now, first of all, they're incredibly supportive. They're here with us almost every single day. But as well, they're going to talk to us about healthy eating and healthy living, particularly when we think about a keto diet. And I know this is a popular thing. We've got a few channels that are either presenting this or following this type of a diet and lifestyle. But the interesting thing that I found about Just Jason Keto when we featured them just a few months ago, I went through a bit of their content all at once and realized that what he's doing as well is giving us some tips, tricks, and hacks so that we can get more value out of some of the things that are out there. A lot of us will be out shopping in different grocery stores or different places and find a lot of products now that might be catered towards keto, right? Lots of things have keto in their name, and whether they're authentic or whether it's a marketing ploy, you know, you have to check through each product to figure that out. But Just Jason Keto is going to show us how, when we find the right things, we can get the most value out of them. And I think that's what I found most compelling so far about his content. But he's really going to show us how to make some really enjoyable dishes as well. Some delicious looking content on this channel, and like I said, incredibly supportive as a creator as well. So 635 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 700 that he's thinking about. And then so Fanatic Guide, you're absolutely right. They added that feature for a few creators a while ago. Superchat just got it either today or yesterday since our last live stream. And what that does is it allows a new section in your community settings where you add your moderators and your banned words and your hidden people and stuff like that. Now you have, on some other platforms it might be called super mods, but it just means that they have 1 or 2 extra benefits. They can help control the chat a little bit better by adding banned words and things like that. I'm sure we all have some things in the chat we wish nobody would ever say, and you can block those words so people can't use them. When you do get trolling and stuff like that, you're going to find people who dance around those words and change the way that they're spelled and things like that. But the actual words that we don't want said, whatever they are, can be blocked. You can block just about anything. Moderators can help with that now, as well as changing a bit of the chat feature. So that's cool. I don't imagine it's a feature that a lot of people are going to have to use extensively, but if you think about your group of moderators, it's not the worst idea in the world to add 1 or 2 or 3 of the moderators that are there with you most often and most interested in the success of your channel, to possibly add them just in case. just in case you need it. If you're somebody who streams on a computer more than a phone, then you can usually hop into your own settings in the background and adjust things the way you'd like. But it is a cool feature, so I'm looking forward to seeing how people are using that as well. And then Coastal Water, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Coastal Water happens to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. That's a creator I talk about just about every single day. Backlash Fisherman was here earlier, I believe. And JJ Little Show is fairly new to Tuber Chat. I think this is just the second time we're putting this channel on the screen, if I remember right. Coastal Water is all one word. You just want to make sure you spell that right. I've got them on the wheel. We'll be looking at them soon enough. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Now, if I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. JJ Little Show is somebody I'm still getting to know. They're fairly new in the Tuber Chat family, but they already are a member. So we had them on the wheel. We've got 646 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 700 that they're thinking about. We see shorts and videos from this channel, and I'm just going to hit their about page here. There's a lot of information here. They're talking about showing off their artwork and a bit of entertainment. They seem to be a graphic designer talking about doing banners and avatars for the community, so maybe they can be used as a resource. And then I see some shout out videos as well. Handicap Traveler, somebody we know well here, and that's great to see. They've already chopped up some playlists, which is great, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. So I'm going to try and move a little bit faster. We're probably in about the second half of the stream now. Lots of time to go. We can stay up to another hour to hour and a half if everybody would like. The Bullock Experience is coming up right now, and Kelly Bullock is somebody who's here with us almost every day as well. They have changed their banner recently, and I was talking about it for quite some time. As well, we're doing great with those thumbs up, so thank you everybody. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm. Now, Kelly Bullock let me know that I think this fish that we see in the banner now is a 45-pound catfish. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I remember that from the other day. They just recently put that up. So I'm interested to know the story of that fish as well. But 670 subscribers is the next milestone for this creator, and they're getting a little bit closer to 700 now. Thank you, Jedi Cameron, who happens to be Hyper Blitz with a new channel name as well. Now, the Bullock Experience posts frequently. They do a lot of live streaming, and they actually have StreamYard panels. The conversation can go just about anywhere when they do that. Hopefully they'll do that again soon. They've got some shorts videos. Some of those are starting to get some activity as well. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them, because like I said, more than anything else, they're incredibly supportive. 47 pounds. There's my mistake. I'm wondering where my mistake is when I'm describing that. 47 pounds. My dear goodness. Baron, good to see you in the house. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Both of those. Thank you for that. Dude Classic, good to see you in the house, here to save the day. Thank goodness. Thank you, Dude Classic. They are a longtime friend who always bring fun everywhere that they go. Baron is from the UK. They do a lot of shout-out videos, especially for public figures and celebrities and things like that. I'm going to put their channel up right now. Thank you. That's absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, Baron, of course. I really do appreciate those super chats, but like I said, unnecessary. I usually get to them from their handle because they... I'm not going to catch it easily. Let me see if I can get them in another way here. Let me put them up. And what I'm going to do, Baron is an example of a channel with an unbelievably popular name. So what I'm going to do is copy their handle, and I'm going to put this into the chat. Anybody can copy that and paste it or type it out if you need to catch them. Thank you, Baron. I'm trying to figure out if Baron's trying to snipe the stream boss position. And then Baron is now approaching 600 subscribers. So when we look at the channel, we see a lot of shorts videos. Some of these are really getting some activity, which is great. But when we go through the videos, we see a lot of shoutouts. Now, I'm behind. He tends to post a lot of really short videos, but they also feature a lot of other creators, like I said, public figures, celebrities sometimes, but they sometimes post even frequently, like more than once a day, sometimes several times a day. So there's a ton of content there. And thank you, Baron. This is overwhelmingly generous of you and absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. So thank you again for all these super chats. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is another creator who's been with me for over 3 years, and I'll have an interesting story to tell when I get his channel up. Home Bartending with John is in the house. They're incredibly supportive as well. They are here with us pretty much every single day, and I see them out supporting other creators constantly as well. And what we'll do now, we put up Baron because of those super chats, but we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The other thing I should mention about the Stream Boss there, like anything else online, it's a this happens to be a plugin that's part of Streamlabs. Everybody could see the obvious benefit to having that as a part of your stream if you're inclined to do that. But because it's online and you know, computers for whatever reason are still not perfect in 2023, it doesn't necessarily register every single time. So that's why I tend not to make promises about it, but just describe what it's meant for more than anything else. But you always have to beware if you're trying to snipe that position that it might not register. We've seen lots of creators go through that. Hopefully it'll get better over time. But now we're looking at the Numismaniac. So thank you one more time. Baron, I really do appreciate that extra generosity. The Numismaniac is a fellow Canadian. They actually have a couple of different channels, but 735 subscribers now. They are bringing us a look at numismatic collectible coins. They're part of a couple of really serious groups, and they can help us make sense of the value of some of the things we might look at, whether they're numismatics or possibly precious metals as well. They've got another bunch of channels that are really building quite a community amongst themselves. But the Numismaniac here says living in Canada. They are focusing on Canadian, US, British, and some world coins. But you'll see that when you get to their channel as well. And the Numismaniac is somebody who always, like, they keep the conversation going. It's very intense when they're in a live stream talking to other creators. I've been lucky to catch them many times. But they also are a very generous creator and thoughtful. One of the things they do is a second channel that you'll find where they're able to bring Santa Claus into the mix to give personalized messages to other creators. And I think that speaks volumes about the personality and generosity of the creator behind this channel here. So I hope everybody will connect with the Numismaniac, and we're happy to have them up again. Jamie Hart is in the house. We're going to get that channel up onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. And after a little while, we'll get some names onto our wheel from our chat list. Welcome, the TNT Family Show is also getting added. I noticed that we did get a snipe of our Stream Boss position there. And so, Pedroza Travel, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel's going to go up on the screen right now. And then I see that... Oh, welcome to TNT Family Show. Just grab that membership again. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. I've got them on the wheel, of course. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And we're at 99 right now, so thank you, everybody. We don't hit 100 every day, but it's always an exciting milestone when we do. So thank you for that. Pedroza Travel's up right now. I've just grabbed their latest video. They're posting frequently, but I'm a little bit behind. But I got the latest one and put it into my catch-up list there. That'll give me a chance to catch up a bit. And they are bringing us live streams. I'm going to set my notification for when they've got coming up in a few days, as well as shorts videos on the channel. Some of those are likely going to get some serious activity soon. And then as well, an extensive variety in videos based on travel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I see them out supporting others as well as being here in Tuber Chat frequently as well. And then thank you so much. Welcome to TNT Family Show for the thumbs up, for the share. Thank you everybody for the shares and the thumbs up and all of the word of mouth and kind things that everybody says and the shares throughout the week. It really does help. You know, we continue to grow and I'm very grateful for that. It takes longer than ever to get onto the wheel or the screen, but we're not in a rush today, so we're just about halfway through the stream. We're going to keep going, and we've got lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen for today. Bacon Fact, there you are. That's the second channel we were looking at from our lottery ticket scratching friend. And let me get the channel name again. Pardon me, I let it scroll by. Let me see if it's still there. You can always catch up in your chat by about 15 minutes. And Big Jackpot Winter is in with a second channel, I believe, there with Bacon Fact. So thank you for that. Yes, and I do appreciate everybody's patience with that 20-minute time limit. But I promise you, it helps. It's one of the things that makes our chat the way that it is, let's just say, over time. Autumn's Homestead comes to us from the homesteading community and channels. And what I find from a lot of these creators, if not all of them, is an instinctive nature and similarity in personality, wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other. I think that's an incredibly generous, kind of idea when we talk about these creators. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them because we'll learn a lot. A lot of these creators show us both their successes and their failures, helping us to avoid mistakes in some of the things we might attempt, but then showing us some of the things that will save us some time as well, which is great. And Odom's Homestead has been incredibly supportive. Ever since finding us, they'll bring us they'll bring us garden updates. They'll bring us other homesteading activities. Here's an idea for a almost cooking video, right, when we talk about peach cobbler. I'm actually going to put that in my catch-up list and just see what you've done with that. And then we'd love to push them towards the 1,200 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. Yunstar Girl, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody in the house has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We're going to go for 3 minutes again and come back with Jedi, Cameron, and Hyper Blitz. All right, we're back and looking at Jedi Cameron, who's another creator who's here with us just about every single day. We knew this channel as Hyper Blitz, and they've kept the handle so that we can find them easily. 141 subscribers now, and they started with gameplay videos. They've expanded into a little bit more content as well. I'm just going to grab the latest live stream replay and put that into my catch-up list here. But we see a few talking head videos and streams from this creator, and some shorts videos as well, which is really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And thank you, Fanatic Guide. Yes, when we talk about verifying our channels, there's a few things on YouTube there. When we talk about the terminology, there's a couple of things that cross over to each other. But if you go through your channel settings, which is in YouTube Studio, if you're on a computer, it'll be on the bottom left. It probably has to be done with a computer. Don't quote me on that. It might be able to be done with a phone, but I bet not without looking at it. And when you get through your channel settings, pardon me, you'll see a space where you can verify. And I believe it's just a phone number that you need. There's other videos out there. I haven't done one that talks about how to get your channel verified and unlock all of the features like live streaming and things like that. Videos over 15 minutes used to be a thing, and this and that. But if you go through your channel settings, you'll be able to make sure everything is enabled. One of the things I should recommend to everybody, and I don't talk about it nearly enough, is the idea of once every while, let's say a couple of months or 3 months or something, it's worth a few minutes to go through your entire channel in the YouTube Studio, every setting, every page, every option, just to see what they're adding, because YouTube is adding new things all the time. I don't think 3 months go by now without something being added, even if it's just a simple checkbox or something. But that's where you can understand if you're missing anything or if there's something you can benefit from that you haven't been doing. Channel tags is an idea. A lot of creators may not know that you can have tags for your channel as well as tags for your videos. It's the same thing. But what happens is when you think about the idea that your channel might be niched or include a certain variety of content, by having channel tags that are related, you might get picked up in the YouTube recommendation engine or algorithm because of those. So it's something to explore. Just please go through your analytics. I can't preach on that hard enough. But then as well, channel settings, just make sure everything's in order, and you might find something you've been overlooking. And then Gloria's Platters in the house, another dear friend. And there you go. Yes, bacon fact, that makes sense. And then thank you. Welcome to TNT Family Show. Happy to have you here. Kathy Paina, good to see you in the house. I'm just going to put your channel onto our wheel. They happen to be a member. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Jedi Cameron. We've known them as Hyper Blitz for a long time, but they continue to be with us for almost every single stream. So I'll spin the wheel. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels. We tend to get faster as the stream goes on. We've already been on for an hour and a half, but we can stay up to another hour if everybody would like. And then Scratch and PPA, I describe as somebody who literally seems to be everywhere all the time. He is a shining jewel in the Superchat family, to say the least. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, and he is somebody who has always had presentation on the forefront of his mind. When you look at his channel and what he's been doing, he has had perfect consistency for over 2 years now, putting out a video every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. You see his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the thumbnails, which include some of the content, which is typical, but still well done, and his banner, which is updated to match the thumbnail and content as well, which is a lot of work, as we can all imagine. No cake, no meat day. No cake, no eat meat day with cherry on top and more. Good to see you in the house. Another fellow Canadian. That is Danforth Avenue Wellness. Good to see you here. Mrs. Fraser, good to see you in the house as well. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right for you. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then Mrs. Fraser is here from Anne-Marie Love XX. Thank you for coming in. And Scratch and Pete PA now is getting dangerously close to 1,500 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push him a little bit closer right now. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house as a moderator and a member. She happens to be a gold member, actually. So we see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we have seen. So when we look at Scratch and Pete PA's content, I said that it comes out every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, but what he brings us is a lottery scratch ticket challenge. He calls it the Scratch Challenge series of videos, and he pits two lottery scratch tickets against each other. We get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video by following Scratch and Pete PA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets a series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. So the other thing that you'll notice, though, is that he premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, and what you're going to find over there is a chat that rolls faster than Superchat, faster than most you've seen in the Superchat family. He rivals those of VS Speaks Royally or Garden State Gardener or Hilda DC or the Stock Explorer, and it makes that a lot of fun to be a part of, and it's very fast paced and very high energy. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. And of course, Scratch and PPA is here with us for every single stream. I personally don't know how he does it, but he continues to do it, and you'll catch his videos every single week. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. He is a fellow Canadian as well. Hopefully not blowing away today. We've got this incredible windstorm going on. I don't know what on earth that is. I shouldn't call it a storm. I don't know how you describe it. It's like the windiest day I've seen in like almost forever, it seems. And t-shirt weather. We're back to, what is it today? 15 degrees. I think that's 62 Imperial, 62 Fahrenheit, or something thereabouts. My favorite weather to work outdoors in, actually, where it's cold enough to not get hot, and interesting. But AG Porn Jamaican is up on the screen right now, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been a member for a while, an incredible supporter for a very long time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other, and if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you hop into a premiere, a live stream, and get captivated by the content or conversation, start saying hello to everybody, and forget to give that thumbs up without a friendly reminder. So I appreciate those as well. And then AG Born Jamaican is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been with Superchat for a long, long time. I'm thinking 2 years now, but at least a year and a half. And an incredibly supportive creator. So like I said, I'm going to move a little bit faster through channels. And on AG Born Jamaican's channel, they talk about DIY and vlogs, but there's a lot more variety on this channel, as you can see. I've just taken their latest video and put it in my catch-up list because I'm obviously behind, but they do live streams and shorts as well. So Charlene Heel is coming up, and she's got a couple of channels. She's a powerhouse of energy and positivity. We're going to see what she's got going on right now. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is where we know her as well. And Charlene Heel is going to bring us wellness coaching on her channel. She brings her positivity through all of her content. She's motivating and inspiring. And then, yeah, Mrs. Fraser, we're lucky over here to have a very considerate and friendly community. So, you know, some of the things that we do with our chat, we keep it pretty tight here, and it really helps. But the idea, of course, is that we live wholeheartedly with the idea of generosity on the forefront of our minds, right? Where giving to others much more than we expect to receive for ourselves is the key to our success, and we see it over and over, especially in the stories that you'll hear me tell about the channels in the chat and the ones I put on the screen while we're here. All that fluff and stuff is here from Australia. We're going to put them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel right away as soon as we see them in the chat. I'm going to add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active today after a little while. My guess is another 45 minutes or so, but we're not in any race to get out of here. We've just passed the halfway mark in the stream as it is. Now, Charlene Heel is approaching 1,300 subscribers, but fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And we will get Conscious Business Services and Opportunities up here. This is another creator, or another channel from Charlene Heel. When we look at Come Hither with Heather, we see another creator from Australia. So we'll put them on the wheel right now. And when I talked about Patrol, the Patrol Paranormal earlier, I was saying we've got quite a few channels that bring us paranormal investigations. I've actually been out on a few myself as well with Huntophobia Canada, and Come Hither with Heather's going to bring us a bit of that. And then thank you so much, Bacon Fact. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. And Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is going to bring us wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship from the same creator behind Charlene Heel with 627 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Life with Mountain Folk is coming up, and I was talking about them earlier. They happen to be from the Georgia area, and we have quite a few channels from that area, actually, a lot of our American friends. And then when we put up Life with Mountain Folk, you're actually going to see a big variety in content on this channel. Now, typically they take us to different areas around their place. They are big-time classic car show advocates. This is the thumbnail I saw that's brand new, actually. They do a lot of car shows, and they take us to have a look at those, but not just in their own area. They take us to a lot of places. Their channel is known for the great outdoors, history, museums, food reviews, live streams, some other relaxing content, including shorts videos as well. Now, when they take us outside of their area, they actually have a whole series here called Beyond Georgia. They've got restaurant and food reviews, which is cool, and other conversation that goes on their channel. The biggest thing about Life with Mountain Folk, first of all, they're incredibly supportive here, but I have run into them constantly supporting other creators in different premieres and live streams as well. So we'd love to push them towards the 1,200 subscribers they're thinking about, and I have got their Best of Caffeine and Chrome in my catch-up list so that I can catch the latest video from them. Emotion, my dear friend, is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. He is a talented singer and songwriter, and I'm going to put his channel up right now. I'm going to type something in the chat. Anybody can copy and paste that or type that out. This is an example of a creator that's got a channel with an incredibly short and popular name, right? Emotion. So the more we search, find, and click on them, the more over time they will rise up the search results, as we all do. YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Emotion, which is an official artist channel. He's got over 3,200, almost 3,300 subscribers now. TWTTV still in the house. Good to see you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Emotion brings us their original works, usually in the form of music videos, but as well sometimes compilations. Those can be premieres or live streams. And then he rounds out the channel with reaction videos as well as shorts. And when we look at this creator, they're fully monetized, like I said. I'm going to look at Writing with Emotion New Soul. This is a complimentary channel by the same creator where they show us not only how the music is made, but we get a better look at the man behind the music, and he rounds out this channel with a couple more premieres and live streams, including compilations of his original music, and then as well shorts and reaction videos also. So Come Hither with Heather is coming up, and we're going to look at some paranormal investigations with a little bit more variety on this channel from Australia. They bring a small amount of variety in between the abandoned location explorations and paranormal investigations. I've actually joined them on their panel once when they advocating for another creator's watch hours back in the day. And Mona did what? I'm not sure if I put you on the wheel yet or not. I did not. I'm going to do that right this second. Mona did what is here with us frequently. And when we look at Come Hither with Heather, she's got over 800 subscribers now, 813, climbing nicely on the official road to 900, and frequent posting on this channel, as a matter of fact, especially with the main series of content. She talks about that on her banner. But then as well, whenever I show this channel, let me just look at the live stream. It's been a while since I've caught you in a live stream. I hope I catch these soon. She's collaborating with other creators too, which is great to see also. I'm just going to look at the shorts for a second. Some of these are getting some serious activity also. And then when I look at this channel, I always go to Warner's Adventures. These creators are partners, and Warner's Adventures is going to bring us more explorations of abandoned locations as well. So these creators are neck and neck here with 839 subscribers on Warner's Adventures. They're both on the road to 900, and hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen right away. Mitchy Boo, good to see you in the house. They're in working right now, but thank you for coming in. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day or for 2.5 hours every time we stream, so I certainly do appreciate every moment. And for our friends running the stream in the background, I appreciate that as well. Makeup Mom and Son is here as a moderator and a gold member. So we see this channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Over 1,800 subscribers now. So Makeup Mom and Son is somebody who started with beauty but has really been considerate about her content all the way along, wanting to bring new things for her audience to see. And that can be in product reviews and especially monthly subscription boxes. So all that fluff and stuff just dropped a gifted membership. Thank you for that. It's an incredibly generous thing to have done. They've done that before. Mr. Fulton Mraz will pick that up. He's been a friend for over 3 years. We'll look at all that fluff and stuff in another moment, as I'm treating those gifted memberships similar to Super Chats, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. And they've done that before, like I said. Makeup Mom and Son really mixes up the content. So what I mean by that is when we talk about monthly subscription boxes and things like that, she'll change her subscriptions to bring new content for the audience. Still somewhat makeup based, but with a lot more variety in product reviews, taste test challenges. She does wonderfully with series of videos at Halloween and Christmas and other things, and she's done a lot of collaborating with other creators. You'll find lots of people in her live streams on her panels. She joins others on their channels and generously shares content in that way. And then she does an interview series as well, which we might see pick back up again. I've been honored to have actually been interviewed by her a while back as well. So I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos, put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to make sure I stay caught up. And then we're going to look at all that fluff and stuff right now from Australia. She's got a lot of variety going on this channel. They started by bringing us out on the water for snorkeling, reef fishing, mud crabbing, and other water-based activities. I see Welcome the TNT Family Shows dropping a super chat on us as well. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, we'll put your channel up next, and we'll get to spinning the wheel again soon. All that fluff and stuff has got 2,600 subscribers, well on the road towards 2,700 now. This creator gives us tips for our YouTube channels as well, and you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you're over there. They've done a lot of shorts videos, and some of those are to promote the long form content. They gave that to us as a tip, and it's actually worked out well for me. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and even I've taken a page out of the All That Fluff and Stuff book that has served me well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've got shorts videos and live streams. The conversations can go just about anywhere. They've really expanded the content here. Lots of cooking videos, collaborations with other creators as well. So we'd love to push them towards the 2,700 they're thinking about. They gifted a membership here today, and they've done that before, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support, especially for the other creator, Mr. Fulton Mraz. I'm sure he'll be excited to have that membership. He's been a friend of over 3 years now. Welcome to TNT Family Show. Just dropped the super chat, so we'll put them up on the screen right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment here. Welcome to TNT Family Show. Has 432 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. And I see the Stock Explorers also gifting a membership right now, and Garden State Gardener is going to pick that up, which is really cool because those two creators seem to be great friends as well. I see the Stock Explorer in Joe's live chats, and I always hear the Stock Explorer having very pleasant things to say about Garden State Gardener, as you probably hear from me a lot of the time as well. He's an incredibly supportive creator. I'm sure he'll be happy to grab that membership. Oh, and then so BNC, thank you. Yeah, they've actually been with us a couple of times. Thank you, All That Fluff and Stuff. Pardon me, I haven't talked about it today, but the way that the wheel and putting channels on the screen works here in Superchat, I have a robot in the background here. Thank you, Polly 180 Animation Studios. Good to see you here. They're a longtime friend as well. And it's good to have you in the chat. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly to say hello or give a thumbs up or run the stream in the background. So I've got a robot in the background. I'm going to show it to you right now. It's called Bottissimo. And then we'll talk about Welcome to TNT Family in a second here. When we get into the audience portion of this robot Bottissimo, which is a paid service, but I actually use it on all of my channels. I really do love this feature. This gives us a list of creators, and I can constantly refresh it, and it will show me who's been most active in the chat. Not just how long you're here, but also how much you've been conversating with other creators. And you get an idea looking through the names here at how active everybody's been, how far they are up the list. So my recommendation for anybody here in the chat is to engage true conversation, because it's much more about that than just the time that you spend. After a little while, when we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, which takes a long time these days in Tuber Chat, but I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active, and then we make sure we get at least a few channels on. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and as a bonus we put super chatters up on the screen right away. But you do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen here. They are just bonuses to speed things up. Everybody has the opportunity to be on. It is open to everyone, of course. And then some of the mods, yeah, it depends on who can be here. So Scratch and PPA is always at the top. Always, always, always. I don't know how he does it. He comes to every single stream. This is 500 times now, and is here for hours at a time, for which I'm incredibly grateful. I literally shake my head wondering how. And I hope that speaks volumes to everybody about the generosity that's out there, if we could just find it, right? But, you know, Scratch and PPA is somebody I didn't know 3 years ago, and now am very lucky to know. But somebody who's been incredibly supportive of everything I've done, and everybody that we seem to touch. He seems to be everywhere all the time, always. He doesn't seem to miss anything. But can you imagine somebody, even after I started talking like this a long time ago, imagine somebody supporting you more than they know you could ever possibly repay, right? Scratch and PPA puts a video out once a week, usually lasts anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes, depending on the giveaway that's involved, right? But he comes to Tuber Chat for 10 hours a week, which is unbelievable. There's no way I could ever repay what Scratch and PPA has done for us in the Tuber Chat family, especially while we're streaming, not to mention everything else, but he still does it anyway, which it blows my mind. But that's what, in a roundabout way, sort of inspired the idea of Tuber Chat in the first place, another growth stream or support stream based on friendships and generosity, because I saw so much generosity in creators when I started YouTube, or at least a year or two after, willing to help each other. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen it in any other industry in my life. I've done a few different things, and I've never seen people willing to help each other the way that they seem to be willing here. Not everybody, but a lot of people. You know what I'm talking about, right? So hopefully you find inspiration in that as well. Silent Silver, good to see you here. Red Lipstick Vibes is in the house as well. I just put Annabelle TV onto the wheel, and we're looking at Welcome to TNT Family Show, who just dropped a super chat on us. So we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. 432 subscribers. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, but they've actually got a long one here. So I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give you a few watch minutes as well. And then we see that they've got shorts and live streams also. And Welcome to the TNT Family Show is likely going to inspire us in a spiritual way as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, so thank you for that. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, and or anything like that, then please just re-mention it with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. I will appreciate your patience. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Ben Shang Games is in the house. Good to see you here. And we're looking at Coastal Water. Now, I talk about these creators all the time. I think Backlash Fisherman came in for a moment earlier. That's a husband and wife combo. And it's interesting because they have different channels, but they support each other wholeheartedly. So when we see Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman, we often find them on each other's channels. Coastal Water, hopefully I'm going to catch one of these streams again soon. But for today, I'm going to take your latest replay and I'm going to put that into my catch-up list to give you some watch minutes there. Now they're approaching 300 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer right now. And Coastal Water is somebody who brings us a lot of these car confessions. The conversation can go anywhere during one of these ride-along live streams. Sometimes we're just talking to the creator, and sometimes they're driving. And then as well, obviously they've got shorts, they've got videos on their channel as well. I've caught them many times. They could be indoors or outdoors, lots of delicious looking content, but you'll also find Backlash Fisherman with them, and they've got a third channel that they started. I wonder if they're going to put new content on this channel. Between a Shore and a Mountain is meant to be a family channel between these two creators, but I'm going to show you Backlash Fisherman because they're an incredibly supportive creator here as well. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. 1,400 subscribers is getting very close for them, and Backlash Fisherman is fishing first, but the conversation can go just about anywhere. They do shorts and live streams as well. They're a first responder. They take us on their travels, and when we hang out in their live streams, the conversation can go just about anywhere. Sometimes they're alone. They've got StreamYard panels. Sometimes it's a ride-along. So lots of chance to get to know these creators. I'll spin the wheel, and let me see what Mr. Timmy Ray the King said. Oh wow, Mr. Timmy Ray the King has got a serious TV going on. So thank you for that. I'm only streaming ever in 720, so the quality never gets to that beautiful 4K that would justify a 100-inch screen. But I do appreciate that for sure. Mr. Timmy Ray the King has got our content on all the time, and I do appreciate that. Sweet Lady Moonlover, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I think that's the only time in history that I've ever seen a compliment that could be that could be looked the other way in exactly the way First Floor Audio just did it. I'm laughing. He goes, I'm falling asleep, Kevin's low-tone vocals. Yes, for sure. Especially when you stop and you think about it, right? When you make fun of somebody for their voice, if you're just playing around, hopefully you don't do that as trolling, but as somebody's friend, you might say like, wow, that low voice. And then you'll see they'll clear their throat and then they'll start talking a little bit like, let me think about what I'm doing here, and I can speak a little bit more, broadly. And I can see how somebody might fall asleep to something like that. But then, of course, we think about, Tuber Chat's putting me to sleep right now. I wonder sometimes. But First Floor Audio has been a dear friend for a long time from the UK. And then, the 10 million shorts views. Yeah, Ben Shen Games, if you're going to put the time into shorts to try to get that 10 million in 90 days, my guess is that YouTube's done a lot of research on this and finds it to be about the same, right? For creators that do long-form content that want 4,000 hours of watch time versus creators doing shorts that want the 10 million views. My guess is they estimate it to be about the same amount of work. But one of the things we have to think about, and I haven't talked about it enough, I'm going to increase this, is talking about the idea of production value in shorts. We can't just put a camera out the window and look at the sun and think that that's a shorts video that's going to get millions of views. Now, anything could, right? There's a winning the lottery aspect to it. But I've only done about 20, not even, I don't think, 30 shorts yet, and none of them have really gone crazy. I've gotten over 1,000 views, which is great. I'm thankful to have it, but I would just want to be transparent with everybody about how much I have or have not done. But when we think about shorts, I believe we have to think of them like regular videos. If it takes you, like it takes me, about 2 hours to edit a 10-minute video between possibly filming if you were at super speed and then putting that video together, it could take me anywhere from 2 hours to 4 hours actually thinking about it in time spent. Then if you're not putting that much effort into the shorts videos, we can't expect them to get those millions of views. Sometimes we're lucky, a lot of cooking videos or grilling videos or classic cars and things like that might get a bit of views, or if you can catch something timely like the grand opening of something, it might be as easy as putting a camera in front of a crowd and just panning across it. But I wouldn't bet on 10 million views in 90 days on that. You have to remember as well, as frustrating as it is when we think about our watch hours and the fact that they roll over every 365 days and we start losing hours, the same thing's going to happen with your shorts videos. If you're chasing the 10 million and you don't make it in the first 90 days after you start, you're going to watch those views start to disappear on some of your best performing stuff as well. So I do wish everybody luck, but again, just please think about that as an idea. It's not gospel. I'm certainly not here to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their videos or their channel. But when we think about shorts, if we're not thinking about them the same way we are with the videos that we put so much effort into, then I wouldn't expect anybody to really get the ones that are going to, really fly and get those millions of views. But it's just a thought, right? The more we share here, the more we can all make better decisions. Forensic Mystics, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me, I'm sure I've missed a lot in the chat. Again, if anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see, please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So, Kathy Payna is here, and with 410 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to grab one of their latest sunset videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with them. We're still getting to know Kathy Payna, but they're here with us just about every single day in the Tuber Chat family. They might be doing live streams at some point in the future. They've started with shorts and a lot of videos for us to watch as well, including one just from a few days ago. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They've been with us for most of today's live stream, I believe, and we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen right now. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster because we have been on over 2 hours right now. We'll still keep going for a while. I'll get lots of channels on the screen. VS Speaks Royally, we actually looked at earlier, so we can skip ahead by one. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm. When you share, Frasball Collects might be coming up right now. My browser wants to pause for a second. Hopefully we're not having internet trouble. Frasball Collects. There we are. This creator brings us numismatic collectible coins, possibly with a little bit of precious metals talk as well. One of the things I like to do with this creator, who's just passed 1,000 subscribers and now well on the way towards 1,100, is I like to go over their videos, and you can see the kind of numismatic collectibles that they're talking about here. A lot of these are actually produced in Canada for companies and governments around the world. But what Frasball Collects is going to do is give us the story behind some of these coins and collections. A lot of these are very popular as gifts and family heirlooms and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy this. I'm sure you'll recognize the idea behind some of these coins when you first get there. But Frasball Collects has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. They do one thing extremely well. They come to us from the UK. They bring us shorts videos to talk about some of these coins as well. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We'll see who's coming up next. And it looks like it's going to be BNC Gardening, Experiments, Homestead, and Baking. And we'll see what they've got going on right now. Now, they were added onto the wheel earlier because members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Perhaps one day in the near future, I might think about changing the way that we do that. But for now, what we're doing is extending the streams out slightly past 2.5 hours if we have to. We're usually here 2 to 2.5 hours. As long as I get a couple of channels on the screen that have been in the chat without being members or super chatters or moderators and things like that, then that's what we really want to do. Just make sure it's open to everybody. Of course, the fairest way that we can put channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is by who's been the most supportive to the channel or the stream. I'm sure that makes sense for everybody. You will support those who are most supportive to you as much as you can, and then it kind of winds down after that. But the other thing we have to think about is it gets harder as time goes on when you're eventually subscribing to hundreds of channels. Trying to keep up with everybody is virtually impossible. As long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, everybody's just fine. But the magic here in Tuber Chat, I know everybody likes seeing their channel on the screen, but the magic happens in the chat when you're connecting with other creators. It's almost never that I put a channel on the screen and everybody rushes there. I don't believe that ever happens. We've tried it. We've tried it many times when creators have been up to 980 or 990 subscribers, and I put the number on the screen, and it still sometimes takes well over an hour, if not a couple of hours, to not even hit that 1,000 subscribers. So the idea of meeting creators and having your subscriber numbers move slowly and solidly here in Tuber Chat, it can only go up by 8 or 10 an hour. Any more than that is too fast. And we're really focused on the relationships here. But anyway, I'll try not to talk so much, and we'll get to more channels on the screen. And then when we look at BNC Gardening, Experiments, Homestead, and Baking, this is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've got 183 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. I'm going to put their latest video into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up, watch another piece of content. One of the things I do like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels, and then over weeks and months by watching content, hanging out in live streams, I get to know the content on the channel. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. Unstable TV is coming up right now, one of our favorite couples from Ireland, and they have been experiencing incredibly rapid growth, now at over 19,000 subscribers. They are going to have 20 before we know it, knock on wood. They are fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at their videos, you can see not every single video flies right away. Look, they put one out 4 days ago, there's 61 views on that. They put one out 5 days ago that has 1,900 views on that. When we look through their videos at some of their popular stuff, these creators are getting into the hundreds of thousands of views now on some of their videos. That's typically how it works, and we never get to choose which ones are going to be the most popular. We can guess, but we're usually surprised. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They are a wonderfully dynamic couple. They are incredibly giving, thoughtful, generous in wanting to share knowledge, as well as things that they learn throughout their YouTube journey experience with other creators. And they have just been a wonderfully supportive couple of creators here in Superchat. So I'm going to show you another project they're working on, which they broke off into a second channel called Unstable TV Shorts. They're still experimenting here, but you can see that some of these shorts are starting to really pick up, and they've got 235 subscribers over here as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them on both of their channels. It's me, Lori. Good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now. Could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And Home Bartending with John is going to be coming up in 3 minutes. All right, we're back and we're looking at home bartending with John. I did add a couple of names to our wheel from our chat list. It's always based on who's been most active in the chat. I've got a robot that helps me with that in the background. So First Floor Audio's on there along with Always Crafting. And Airborne Vlogs is in the house. Wajoram is a brand new channel in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Get to the Farm is in the house as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Cruise Vet Adventures is going to come up on the wheel because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Home Bartending with John brings us a lot of reviews on his channel. Starts with reviews of popular beverages or craft beers and things like that that are out there. Some we might have seen, some not so much. But what I find most compelling about this channel is Home Bartending with John is going to teach us how to make some of the most popular cocktails in our own home. You don't have to have a bar quite as elaborate as what Home Bartending with John has got here, but he is going to show you what it takes to keep this bar replenished. He's going to show us the tools we need to make some of the cocktails that we want to make, and he will show us in different variations with different recipes. He's constantly thinking about new ideas for his audience, like mocktail recipes that are non-alcoholic or low-calorie cocktails that people might enjoy, and he does take requests. He's done at least 2 for me already. So hopefully everybody will connect with him, and we'd love to get Home Bartending with John towards the 300 subscribers he's thinking about. He's here with us in Super Chat every single day. Airborne Vlogs, thank you so much for that Super Chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel on the screen right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. And then, yeah, Ben Shan Games, 1 million views is quite a bit. Now, on Shorts videos, somebody who's really putting a lot of focus on that might be able to hit it a lot faster than anything I've done. I haven't had a video that I've produced hit 1 million views yet. I've been on for 5.5 years. I have one now over 800,000 on a channel that is not mine, but that I did produce. And that video will probably be the first one that we have that will cross 1 million views. On my personal channel, I'm approaching, I've just passed 80,000. Not quite 100 yet, but that will probably be my first video to hit 100,000 at some point. We got lots of creators in the chat that have had videos hit 100,000 that have been on for even less time than myself. So anything's possible, and it just depends on the work that we put into the stuff, what we learn as we go, and how we implement that into our new productions, if that makes sense. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Bushido Blade Warrior, good to see you here. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Airborne Vlogs is up on the screen right now. They just dropped a super chat on us. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list right now. They got 627 subscribers. They're bringing shorts and videos, and then as well live streams might be an idea for the future again. They've got some drone footage here, which is really, really cool, and then a little bit of idea about what you can find on the channel when we get into their About page. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're here with us frequently as well. And then, yeah, so all that fluff and stuff. I'm just talking about views in general, right? I try to be transparent about what I have and have not done. I have not built a channel to 100,000 yet, and I have not had a video hit 1 million views yet. But those are coming, and I would have expected it from the beginning. You know, before I even started YouTube, I figured someday those milestones will be hit. Before I even started, because I've been in social media forever, you know, if it's possible, eventually I expect to get some of those milestones. As for 1 million subscribers or, you know, tens of millions of views and things like that, I don't know. It's always questionable. But anything's possible. I believe anybody that wants to can have 10,000 subscribers on a channel. The only reason why 100,000 is questionable is because it can take years, and we don't know what YouTube or the world is going to look like in 2 or 3 years from now, right? So we'll see. But as long as everybody keeps going and you learn as you go along, The analytics, following the analytics is the biggest hint I can give everybody, but that really helps, and then you'll be able to extend what you know into your new productions, like I said, and move forward faster. So when we look at Cruise Fed Adventures, this creator is going to give us information about taking cruises, which is a popular form of travel, of course. But they do a really thorough job with reviews and giving us tours of ships and things like that. So they're also here with us frequently in Tuber Chat, and now at 180 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Yeah, lots of so Ben Shang Games. Yeah, we have to like think about how we want to describe how long we've been on YouTube. So I registered my channel forever ago and never really used it for anything at all. But about 5.5 years ago, it's getting closer to 6 now, but 5.5 years ago was when I started on YouTube producing videos for another creator. I didn't start producing videos for myself until a year after. So I had a bit of practice and a bit of, knowledge growing as time went on before I even started, and that continues today. So, there's more and more channels popping up all the time. There's Hilda DC. And we talked about her just for a brief second earlier. Oh, I missed Super Chat. Pardon me. Queen Whitney's World. Scratch and PPA caught that for me. Thank goodness. I talk about Scratch and PPA, and of course I'm always going to have pleasant things to say about how supportive he is. But if you think about it, he's been supporting Tuber Chat, whether you want to look at it as me or us, all this time, 500 live streams at hours at a time, but is also paying attention. I support a lot of creators, but I run a lot more videos than I watch. Often I'll hop into a live stream, say hello to everybody, watch as long as I can, and then I, let the stream run for a long time while I'm working on the computer. But Scratch and PPA is really on top of catching a lot of different things. So the Queen Whitney's World, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to get your channel up next for that reason. Sis Izzy Thomas, good to see you here. And all that fluff and stuff just gifted a membership as well. That's the second time that they've done that now. And Rem's Family Farm will likely be very happy to have that. The Queen Whitney's World, I'm going to put your channel up next. Hilda DC has been added to the wheel. She's a beloved and dedicated moderator and a dear friend. I didn't mean to spin, but that's okay. We'll get things a little more out of order now. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. So Trish the Natural will come up before I spin the wheel again after our Super Chatters. So the Bud Files is here with over 1,000 subscribers, and they're actually halfway on the road to 1,100 now. These creators are modern day archaeologists. What they seek to do on their channel more than anything else, among a bit more variety, is uncover history and digitally preserve it. So they take us to different places like ghost towns, abandoned places of different kinds, graveyards, cemeteries, and the like. But the Bud Files are incredibly supportive. First of all, they're here in Tuber Chat every single day. And then as well, they're out supporting other creators. I run into them constantly when I'm trying to do the same thing. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've got a premiere coming up in a couple of days. Looks like 2 of them actually. And often they get into live streams as well. So hopefully they'll do another one of those soon. The Queen Whitney's World, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And for that reason, we'll put your channel up on the screen right now. See what they got going on. They're almost at 800 subscribers, 798 right now. I wonder if we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even up and over that milestone. The Queen Whitney's World has got some shorts videos. Some of these are starting to pick up some serious activity. I'm going to give you your first view on this one. The last time I tried doing this for a creator, it didn't count. So I don't know what to think about that, but we'll let that run just for a quick second here. I don't usually run videos while I stream, but we'll see if that counts as a view in a second here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So I just grabbed one of your shorter videos. I put that in my catch-up list as well, and hopefully I'll catch you for a live stream soon enough also. Thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. From the Queen Whitney's World. That's why we put them up right away. Now we'll get to Trish the Natural. I accidentally spun the wheel earlier, and then now we're all caught up. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Trish the Natural has 631 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. Trish the Natural is going to bring us natural hair care. You notice that the presentation on this channel is just fantastic with these bright, bold headshots, professional looking thumbnails. She's had a consistent look to her channel for a very long time. When I roll over the videos, you get an idea of this creator being a dynamic host as well. And she's going to talk to us about other subjects related to natural hair care or beauty of different kinds. She gets into wigs and weaves and other tips, tricks, and tutorials for us. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Pardon me just for a quick second here. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to move pretty quickly now because we've been on for 2.5 hours. We're a little bit overtime today. Hilda DC's coming up. She's a beloved and dedicated moderator. All the moderators here on this channel are dear friends of mine. They're all dear friends of each other and have been for a long, long time. They will all allow you to meet more friends and family members on their channels. They all have one thing in common, which is an overwhelming sense of generosity. Now, Hilda DC is known here in the Superchat family as one of the most encouraging creators that I have personally met in the last 5.5 years. Hilda DC now has over 2,400 subscribers, but when you catch her content, whether they're premieres, live streams, videos, or shorts, you're going to find more positive affirmations from this creator than I've probably ever seen before. And they come sometimes from the creator herself, special effects on the screen. She even gets Nightbot on the case as well. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's got something coming up next week, so I've got a live stream notification set. Hopefully she'll do some more content in the meantime. Lots of shorts on this channel. Mukbang style challenge reviews. Our challenges and reviews are what you're going to find more than anything else, and those can be premieres or live streams. But Hilda DC is not only an encouraging creator, but also a very generous supporter as well. Tay Mobile, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Annabelle TV brings fun everywhere she goes. A little bit of comedy comes along with that. A lot of live streaming. She's also got videos and shorts, and also it's good for this channel to follow up Hilda DC because this creator also brings us mukbang style challenges and reviews, sometimes product reviews, sometimes mukbang taste test reviews, but this creator also does a lot of collaborations with others. Now, I talked about Hilda DC. She does a lot of streaming with other panelists that come up on her channel. She joins other people on their channel as well, and that's a wonderful thing to do also. But Annabelle TV does some live streaming as well as shorts videos, as well as collaborations with other channels, which is cool. So I'm going to take the latest product review video. She's got this series called What's in My Box, but she also does a lot of these mukbang style challenges and taste test reviews on her channel. She's here in Tuber Chat just about every single day, and we see her running around between different premieres and live streams, always engaging conversation, always bringing fun everywhere she goes, and a little bit of comedy always coming in with that as well. All that fluff and stuff we looked at earlier, I forgot to take them off the wheel. They have gifted a couple of memberships today, and I know the creators that got those, Rem's Family Farm and Mr. Fulton Mraz, will be ecstatic, I'm sure, to have those, so thank you. It's an incredibly generous thing to have done. Annabelle TV likes pushing people towards their next milestones as well, and when you visit All That Fluff and Stuff, you'll also be able to meet more friends and family members over there as well. Kid Wonder is an interesting creator to talk about because they've been with me for over 3 years now, and that's long before Tuber Chat was even a thought, as a matter of fact. And this creator was so unbelievably supportive to me and to us in the creation of Tuber Chat that they were the very first creator to be chosen from the Tuber Chat family to be featured on episode number 2. And they've had some other channels featured as well, but Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder continues to support. After all this time, they'll always let you meet more friends and family members on their channel for premieres and live streams as well. And they've got a few now. So when we look at Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream, we also see a channel that brings brings a lot of video gameplay, and I've collaborated with them on this channel, particularly with this 8-ball pool game here. If you want to see me play against Kid Wonders Gaming and live stream for an hour, you can search that out on his channel. It's me, Lori. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, your channel will be the next one that I look at, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel right after. Kid Wonders Gaming and live stream is just one of several channels from this creator, and I'll show you the mukbang show with Kid Wonder as well, where they're going to bring us mukbang videos, and it's the same creator we're talking about. So hopefully everybody will support them on all of their channels. Kid Wonder, like I said, has been an incredible supporter all of this time, and we're talking well over 2.5 years now. It's Me Lori is, pardon me, up on the screen. They just dropped a super chat. And then I see that To Be Irish Live just grabbed a silver membership. So thank you for that. First of all, we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So your channel's being added right now. As well as a silver member, your channel will be seen every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream starting on Friday. For every stream for the next month. And then It's Me Lori now has almost 1,700 subscribers. And we're still getting to know It's Me Lori, but they've been with us a couple of times now. I'm going to set my notification for your premiere. I'm going to use potato to stuff your chicken for roasting. That's going to be interesting to watch. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to get to know this creator through some more content. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time we get to know the channels, and then by watching videos and hanging out in live streams over weeks and months, I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to talk to creators as well. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. So to Be Irish Live just grabbed a silver membership, and the wheel has chosen them, so we'll put them up on the screen right now. Thank you again, It's Me Lori, and thank you To Be Irish Live for that membership. Like I said, as a silver member, we'll add your channel into those slides that run during the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And To Be Irish Live now has 197 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. I'm still getting to know this channel, but I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos here, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me an opportunity to catch up with your content, give me something else to watch. I see that they're also doing shorts on the channel. Some of these are starting to pick up some activity as well, and then live streaming is something that goes on the channel, looks like about once or twice a week, which is cool. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these as well. So thank you again for that membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in another moment here. Always Crafting looks like they're going to be up for the very first time. They are a creator who I've seen out supporting others, and they joined us today. Ben Shan Games. Yeah, that would be interesting. I definitely, I think we all can agree that YouTube, whether, hopefully everybody enjoys it, but is probably more work than we all figured it would be before we started. Always Crafting is up right now with 778 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take their longest video, which is this 344, and put that in my watch later list. Because it's a little bit shorter than I like to watch, I'm just going to take another one and put it in my catch-up list as well to show YouTube I already went back for seconds on this channel. But what I will do is after the stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. And we are here usually 3 or 4 times a week. We move around the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen here. Mona Did What is coming up. This is another creator who's here with us just about every single day. and we'll see what they've got going on. Pardon me. Moda Did What has 598 subscribers. They're getting close to 600. Hope we can get them a little bit closer. I'm actually going to go through their videos here and see where we are. I'm going to take one of their latest ASMR videos and put this into my catch-up list. It's a little bit longer, but that's great. It'll give them a few watch minutes. They've got some shorts videos here. Some of these are starting to pick up, which is great, and live streams as well. So I'm hoping I can catch them for one of these live streams. I don't think I've caught Mona Did What on a stream yet, but hopefully they'll have one coming up. The last one was about a week and a half ago. And then, hopefully, everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. We also see Mona Did What out supporting others all the time. And then she stole my thunder, yeah. When the, how does it say? When the cat's away, the mouse will play, or something like that. Cali King 916 comes to us from Sacramento, California. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Jamie Hart is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. 540 subscribers and a lot of variety. So, pardon me, I have to get ready for this one. Jamie Hart brings us horror, Twin Peaks, movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and she also happens to be a cat lover. Now, Jamie Hart is a dynamic creator for sure. You'll see that when I hit her live streams and roll over some of these, and the conversation can go just about anywhere after she gets started. You see some of these are pretty lengthy. Hopefully I'll catch her for the next one. Some shorts videos here. Hopefully these will keep up as well. And then when we get into her videos, you see the latest one was pretty short. I'll put it in my catch-up list as well. And we see Jamie Hart always engaging conversation here and out supporting other creators as well. And then let's spin the wheel. First Floor Audio's coming up, our friend from the UK. This is Lee. He is a talented music producer with a diverse collection of audio that you can find on his channel. He posts his original works. Now, one of the things he does is allows us to interact and influence him while he live streams. He actually did an entire Tuber Chat song off the cuff the other day, which I thought was really cool. He's got 1,000 subscribers and now is well on the road towards 1,100 actually. And one of the things he does in his live streams is post these Radio 1FA. These are where you can get to hear all of his music together, but he does have his songs posted here as well. I'm just going to look through his videos and see, like, I wonder how we catch these clips. He said he clipped out the Tuber Chat song the other day, but I think that clips clips might be something that can be shared out, but they don't really show up on a channel that I've seen so far by themselves. I wonder if it's possible to make a playlist of those. I don't know if that's possible. It's a weird thing what clips are, but that's okay. And First Floor Audio is here with us frequently. Just about every single day, as a matter of fact, and they do lengthy live streams, as you can see. Sometimes they got StreamYard panelists, sometimes they're producing or singing, and then again, like I said, their original works are on their channel as well. Roadhog is coming up. Now, this creator was here in the beginning of the stream. It's been a very long time today, almost 3 hours, so I'm not sure if they're still with us here, but let me get to their channel. We just want to make sure we're grabbing the right Roadhog when we look for them. Oh, time-stamped it. Yes, First Floor Audio. I will go back and have a look at that. Roadhog has got 286 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. You can match the avatar when you're looking for a channel with a popular name like this, but the more we search, find, and click on each other, the better it is for us to rise up the search results. YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Roadhog or any of our channels, if that makes sense. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. I'm still getting to know their content, but it looks like they've got quite a bit of variety on their channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there, but they've been with us frequently, and I've seen them in other channels as well. So we'll spin just for fun. We're going to bring up another friend that I've had over 3 years now. Be Amazing Sylvia is a wealth of knowledge and especially willing to help others grow both their channels and their video views and things of that nature. Be Amazing Sylvia has a variety channel of her own, but you'll see her with a lot of other creators. Look at this thumbnail here. She is a member of the Drop the Link Day crew, which used to do a lot of live streams similar to what we do here in Superchat. All of that group of 7 creators will allow you to meet more friends and family members on their channels. I've got a notification on for something she's going to do, and then she's got a second channel called Sylvia's Daily Positivity, where we get to know the channel and the creator a little bit more, and she brings us more positivity over there. So, you know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their journey to get to this point. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to today. We try to get through as many as we can in a 2.5-hour period. We're a little bit over time today. Thank you especially to our moderators and Scratch and Pete PA for hanging out and helping everybody along this way. I can't tell you how many mistakes I make that Scratch and PPA helps me catch. So, we'll see everybody again. We're expecting a very late stream on Friday. It should be anywhere from 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern. I will post it as soon as I'm sure of the time, but that might be on Friday afternoon at some point. Soon we will get back to scheduling the streams as we always have. We're skipping Saturday this week. I've got something to do on my personal channel, and then we'll be back on Sunday as well. So thanks, everyone. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, everyone.